This is a story about the world we live in. It is a story that takes place behind the facades and beneath the streets of the City of London, of how trade and piracy birthed a global financial system, and how 1 square mile seized control of the earth. Our story begins here at the Royal Exchange, so called because it was a marketplace for the exchange of goods from around the world. It gained the moniker Royal from Elizabeth I, who was impressed by the goods available here. Notice the similarity of this building to the Temple of Zeus at Olympia. In the frieze above the entrance to the Royal Exchange, the figure of commerce occupies the position of Zeus, king of the gods. She is flanked by a trading ship on the left and a cornucopia to the right. The merchants and tradespeople that attend her pay tribute to commerce as deity. This inscription was chosen by Prince Albert, husband to Queen Victoria. It is taken from a Bible verse which reads, "The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world, and they that dwell therein, for he hath founded it upon the seas." It echoes the patriotic anthem, Rule Britannia, in its celebration of seaborne empire as proof of God-willed right to its spoils. Empire as fulfillment of divine prophecy. The earth and its people as God's gift to the righteous emissaries of commerce. This is the site of London's first coffee house. Frequented by sailors, intellectuals and businessmen alike, the coffee houses were information exchanges. The present-day name of this site comes from its historic association with the West Indies. Like the sugarcane and molasses from which it was made, rum was at the heart of an economy of enslavement. Produced on the plantations of the so-called West Indies, rum was used as a currency to pay sailors and traded for captives on the west coast of Africa. The triangle trade captured, trafficked and enslaved Africans to work on plantations and produce goods in the Caribbean islands. These goods, sugar, molasses and rum, were sold in England and its colonies. English goods were then traded back to coastal West Africa, creating a self-sustaining market loop. London's coffee houses became places of business for those investing in this new market. As a warning to those who threaten the city's sanctity. It is now cited From the backstreet coffee houses of the 1600s, it grew into a regulated market by 1812. Its total value 12 million Africans were enslaved in the triangle trade. Their names were not recorded, but the 3,551 slaving voyages that left London were. This memorial in the Museum of London commemorates them. The world's first stock market bubble resulted from speculation on the South Sea Company's monopoly to transport slaves. Such speculation later spawned financial instruments like derivatives. The financial crisis of 2008 was caused by a derivative called the credit default swap. Today's estimated total value of derivatives is up to $1.2 quadrillion, dwarfing the value of all the world's stock markets, physical and digital currencies combined. It is hard to imagine that these markets, whose movements shape our lives, did not always exist but grew out of conversations in coffee houses about trading goods and people around the globe. They invite us to consider what new futures lurk behind the surface of our cities today.